Hey, what's happening, everyone? Just a bit of a random one here. I was writing a post earlier for Facebook, and someone kept saying to me, how do you manage to spend so much time doing the things that you love doing when you've got business to run? And I said, and it was just, again, a throwaway comment, but I just said I'm retired while I'm at work. And they asked me to explain what it was. So I had to explain what I meant by that, which created a post for me, which is actually one of the 5 core principles for me with running my business. What I mean by retiring at work is there's so many people that I've known over the years that have just either not retired or can't retire. And sadly, a lot of people pass away before they even get to retirement age. That happened to my mother-in-law only a couple of years back, which was awful to see somebody that's so close to you that you love so dearly just deteriorate before that retirement age. And most people, particularly people of the generation just above me, like my parents and friends of my parents, people in that kind of in their 60s type era, they seem to have the mindset of retiring at the end of their career, whereas I decided that I'm going to retire while I've got my career. So a lot of them don't make it, and I know that because one of the drivers for me in my own business, particularly around coaching and consulting and helping other landscapers. Bear with me a second. Let's get my handbrake on. One of the things for me is it was my dad. My dad in a position where he can't financially retire, which means you can't literally retire, and that literally and financially thing is really important. And I made it one of my core principles of my business and helping other people with their business. So looking at that monetary end goal as being the kind of catalyst and the starting point for everything that you do in your business. Because fundamentally, if you get a business that's set up and works, what's it working for? What's the end goal? So instead of looking at, what is the industry norm? What are people pricing at the moment in my industry? You can just say to yourself, well, what do I want to get from it first and foremost? If I know what I want to get from it, then it's easy to work backwards on that and start to figure out what it is that you want to make from your business. That will tell you how many people you need. It will tell you how much work you need to get in. It'll tell you how you need to price it. It'll tell you your efficiency rates. It'll also tell you about the structure of it now, 6 months, 12 months, 10 years, depending on how long out you are. So if you're 58 now and you want to retire at 62, you've got 4 years to kind of structure that. And a lot of people might be starting from negative positions with their business, as in, they've got a bit of debt at the moment, which is something that I've kind of recovered from in the past because I didn't really know how to run a business. And I had actually somebody reach out to me from America a couple of days ago, just really intrigued by how I managed to get myself out of debt into the position that we are now. And there's no secret to it. You don't just wake up one day and there's money under your pillow. So there's a lot of work that has to go in to achieve that. So I can't explain it, but you can't explain it in a couple of text messages. So really it's about just jumping on a call and understanding the current position and where somebody wants to get to. Again, most people I find end up in debt or struggling because they don't understand where they're going. If you don't understand where you're going and what the monetary end goal is, you can't work backwards to set up your business in a way that's going to get you to the place that you want to be. And the best quote that I ever heard on this is, if you don't know where you want to be in 5 years' time, then you must already be there. And most people want to make big changes in the next 5 years, but they don't know what those big changes look like. If you don't know what they look like, you don't know who to ask to help you to get there. And everybody needs some support to get there. So for me, the core principle of just retiring while you're at work is about, creating the time and financial freedom that you want to enjoy the things that you want to enjoy. Like if you're in landscaping, which is generally the trades that I develop or help develop their businesses, obviously summer is the best time of the year. I know if you're in Texas or Florida or somewhere like that, then you've got summer pretty much 12 months of the year, or you got sunshine anyway. But in the UK particularly, there's like a short window of time in the summer where you can kind of make hay while the sun shines, as it were. The problem that you've got with that is you also want to enjoy the summer yourself. So what happens is landscapers get a lot of work in their diary, and then they switch off a little bit, and then they find the winter they're pedaling really hard to try and make it work. Now, if you just shifted that and you thought winter all summer, then you'd have a different business in the winter, and you wouldn't be so stressed, or you wouldn't be going into the year a bit behind financially and then having to try and make it up in the good months. So for me, retiring while you're at work is literally that. I can take off time whenever I want to do whatever I want, because I've set my business up in a way that supports me to do that. Now, I'm not the most financially successful guru or person that you would meet on YouTube or watch videos. That's not really what I'm about. Yes, I believe that we should all be looking to make as much money as we possibly can, but for that reason, so that we can take time off, we can enjoy ourselves while we're still young, and not be working towards 65, back broke, like our backs are going to be done, our knees, our hips, everything is going to be aching and painful in the career that we're in landscaping. And then you've got to try and enjoy all of the things that you want to enjoy in life at the end of your life, essentially, if you're lucky enough to get there. So that's what retiring while you're at work is all about. I'm going to explain this in detail on Thursday in my 7-figure business model call. If you're watching this back after the date, then obviously you can get in touch. There'll be some details below. But if you like this video, you got something from it, subscribe, comment, like. Whether you're on YouTube or Facebook, you do that for me, that'd be amazing. And I'll keep posting videos as and when I get inspiration to do so. Thank you for watching.